Hold on. How we doing, YouTube? Can y'all hear me? Let me know we good on YouTube before we get in. We're going to be talking about how you can get the best deal, there's a mindset shift that has to happen. All right? The major thing for y'all to understand is that you shop in a way that most car dealers would never want you to change the way you shop. They don't care how many articles you read, how many videos you watch, what you study. Just don't change the way you shop. All you're doing is creating different things that they need to respond to. When I was in the car business, we were heavily trained on everything the customer's gonna say. In order for y'all to step out and really, I'm gonna ask y'all a question in 1 second. I want everybody to answer this question. Ask yourself this question, and then I want y'all to give me some honest answers. In order for you to step out of the machine, you got to know that there's a machine. And my job, I'm doing a free class I've been working on it for the last 3 months. It's called Shopping Secrets. And I'm going to show you 3 secrets Sunday anyone can use. They will work for anyone. Introvert, great negotiator, bad negotiator, new car, pre-owned, luxury car, exotic car, leasing cars, purchasing cars. Does not matter. When you learn these 3 secrets, you will not spend more than 20 minutes in a dealership, and you will get better deals. You will pay less than the best negotiator. Well, let me ask y'all a question, and y'all can click the link. If you're on Instagram, you can click the link. If you're on YouTube, you can click the link in the description, or you can go to carsfromhomeclass.com. All right, let me ask y'all a question. Can everybody hit the share button? Can everybody hit the share button? And then let me ask y'all this. Your last car deal, did you get a good deal or a bad deal? Good deal or bad deal, your last car deal? Did you get a great deal, your last car deal? Okay, curious one, bad. Thanks for being honest. Let's go. Let's go. Your last car deal. How do I get a good deal on a vehicle from a no-haggle dealership like Carvana? That's a mistake. You're shopping one store. That's a huge mistake, and you're gonna learn that in class. And if you go when you go to the bonus that I'm gonna be talking about Sunday is what companies like Carvana and buy from home companies are hoping y'all never find out, because you're being manipulated. You're being manipulated because they're selling you on something that is possible from other people, and they're selling you. I'll talk more about it in class. Like, I'm going to go into detail, but they know you only checking Carvana. What does that mean? You're not checking prices. You're so focused on trying to not go into a dealership and buy traditionally, you are not going to shop Carvana. That's a huge mistake. I'm going to go much more into detail about why people are losing thousands and thousands of dollars buying from Carvana exclusively, or anybody exclusively for that matter. You have to, when you learn that there are steps to getting great deals. First of all, if everybody could get them, it wouldn't be a great deal. It would be a regular deal. I just asked y'all a question, and a lot of people on here were honest. They said, no, last car deal wasn't that good. All right, a lot of people were honest. Let me ask y'all another question following up to that. How much do you think that has cost you? Let's put a number on it. You bought the second most expensive purchase of your life that you're going to do over and over again, and you're saying to yourself, I didn't get a good deal on that. A $10,000 item, a $30,000, a $50,000 item. What do you think, numbers wise, that cost you? If you had to put a number on it. Because let's say you got somebody like that's super trained, that bought the same car as you, and they're like, I got a great deal. I know I got a great deal. We're going to talk about that in a second too. Do y'all think y'all paying the same price? If you're standing next to somebody like me who buys a similar car and leaves knowing they got a great deal, knowing they got the best deal, knowing there's no one who's going to get a better deal than they got. And you're sitting there with the same car saying, I don't think I didn't get a good deal. What do you think the difference is dollar-wise in just that one car? Okay, Tim said 5K. Fair number. That's a fair number. Somebody said 1,000. Somebody said 4K. Okay. And on the bad side, to share you honest, that's not too, 13K is not outlandish. If you did everything wrong and they raped you on price and quality of car and interest rate and literally just everything on top of everything, you could probably stack and lose 15 grand. Have a deal that was 13 grand higher than what it could have been with skills. So when I tell y'all that it does not matter what your background is, what your credit is, they want you to think that this stuff should stop you from getting a great deal. The only thing that's stopping you is the knowledge. And that's why I want you to come to class Sunday. If you need a car in the next 6 months, I spent the last 3 months working on car shopping secrets. I'm gonna be going over 3 secrets this Sunday. Secret 1 is the 6 places smart people lose money without even knowing it. Smart people. Y'all are not stupid. Y'all are very smart people. You just don't know about this. When I was with Mercedes-Benz, I had to coach and counsel people and stop them from doing things. And the people who really, the clients, if you ran into them and you ever saw somebody online and, man, I bought a car from Deshaun. Hey, how was he in the dealership? The same way he is online. That's the exact same way he is online. If I wanted to do this, we sat down, we looked at the numbers, we looked at resale values. If I wanted to buy, and then he was trying to let me know, like, it's financially wiser based on your lifestyle. He's the exact same way. So this stuff took years to learn. That's why I could teach it to y'all now. Anyone who will listen, you can get great deals. No doubt about it. Nothing else matters. So I want y'all to click the link in my Instagram bio or click the link in the YouTube description. Grab your free seat. I only have 250 free spots open. First 250 free spots. So grab your seat and make sure you get to class early on Sunday so you can get in the room and so you can learn how to pay less than everyone else without spending more than 20 minutes in the dealership. It's about money and time. Let me check the chat. All right. Yes, knowledge is power, curious one. Absolutely. There's no amount of knowledge that we can't get if we find the right source. Everything's out here now, but we can't sit and watch videos and think. Watching videos is not going to change your life. And I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Watching my videos is not going to change your life. It'll get you to think different, but my videos are tailored to so many different types of people. My videos are tailored to people who know that they're keepers, buying more than 8 years, but know that they're leasers, keeping less than 8 years, stuck in between, and I'm trying to educate them on how they need to stop breaking the 8-year rule and learn about buying versus leasing. People with negative equity, people who are keeping cars and need to refinance, people who are thinking about buying their leases out, people with bad credit, people with good credit, people who are buying a pre-owned car, people who are buying a new car. So you can't watch all my videos and think, oh, all right, I got it, Deshaun. I got your strategy. No, because I'm talking to so many different types of people. I bought my lease because of you. How many years you keeping that car? Before I congratulate you, how many years are you keeping that car? Because very rarely will I co-sign a purchase of a lease. And so I'm trying to see if we can go a little deeper and see. I have principles I teach. I don't deviate from them. So if something, there's only a few instances where I will, until it falls apart, then congratulations. There you go. Good job. At least 8 years. All you do when you're buying your lease is you're buying a pre-owned car. That's it. And what you're going to learn the more you see, depreciation is what? Is the hidden enemy. Okay, we're not talking about this in class. We're talking about deeper stuff than this. Bigger, we're talking about like the actual strategies that you need to learn to come out of the programming and the shopping, so that your car deals, you could be a grandmother and you hate car dealers and they're not going to be able to touch you. You'll be Mayweather getting thousands off and hidden money that no one knows about, rebates, incentives that you didn't even ask for. That's high level stuff. But when we start talking about these nuances, you don't buy a car unless you're keeping it 8 years. That's a big deal. That's step one in our process. The most important question: how many years are you keeping your vehicle? Because there does not matter if you buy your car and you should have leased it. You got a bad deal. But that was your fault. That was your fault. So buying versus leasing, if you think you got a good price on the car, but yet you're gonna lose in depreciation compared to somebody who leased, then you didn't get a good deal. You're gonna lose probably $3,000 to $6,000, but above what someone who leased, who got a good value lease, by the way, because people think they could just go and get any lease. Oh, Deshaun, I heard your videos, man. I said I'm gonna stop buying. I went and I leased me a car. Well, how'd you shop? Well, I just went in, I just negotiated. Okay. What's the percentage that you paid of the vehicle? I don't know. Okay. You can't get your own interest rate on a lease. A lease is complex. So if you think that you are going to come out of years of not understanding leases and then automatically go and know how to get your best deals on leases, what are you, you're like, that's not reality. It's like if anything we've never done in life and we just went out to do it for the first time, and it's a $50,000 decision, $30,000, and we're just like, all right, what results do we think we're going to get? That's why y'all must be trained if you want to get the great deals. If you want to stop with the, oh, there's no cars out here. Oh, the dealer said there's limited inventory. Oh, no, there's fees. What do I do to get around these fees that they're charging? Oh, how do I get this? How do I get them to come down, this dealer to come down on this used car that I'm interested in? All of that is bad strategy. You are pigeonholed. You've pigeonholed, and you're moving the way they want you to move. You are moving the way you want. But when you learn the new way, you learn these 3 secrets I'm going to be talking about Sunday. Click the link, grab your seat. First 250 seats are free. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Sunday. When you learn these 3 secrets, you will understand that it'll be like your eyes are open. You will see how much stuff has been hidden. And don't y'all got a gut feeling though? I'm not sitting here talking to people who in their gut don't really feel that something is wrong here. Why am I buying a $30,000 item and I'm having a horrible experience? Why do I feel like stuff is being hidden from me? Why do I leave feeling like, I hope I did okay? Why? Because you don't have any strategy. Anything you went in to buy and you didn't have any strategy and you were at the mercy of the other person, you are going to feel that way. I never feel that way. The people who learn from me, who's been learning my step-by-step strategies, who's learned these 3 secrets I'm going to be talking about Sunday and have been applying them to their car deals, they never feel that way anymore. They never. Like, this is your money. Why should you hate car shopping? You don't hate house shopping. Well, I'll be talking about leasing. A little bit. I guarantee, here's what I'm talking about. And those who are interested, you come. How anyone can pay less than the best negotiator without spending more than 20 minutes in a car dealership. I think that covers everything. That's a very clear, does that mean, am I interested in that? Am I interested in how anyone, am I in anyone? It's not like I said how men can pay more or pay less, or hey, how business owners can pay. Well, I'm not a business owner. That's not for me. Are you an anyone? Who on here is an anyone? Right? I think everyone on here is an anyone. So the question you ask yourself is, am I interested in learning how anyone, including me, can pay less than the best negotiator? So who on here is not a good negotiator? Type me in the chat. Type me in the chat if you are not a good negotiator. Just type me. I see you, Digger Dano. I'm in for Sunday. Been watching you for a while now. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. We are committed to making sure you have all the strategies you need to win. Okay, you just continue to take action, continue to pursue the right knowledge, and you are going to see it pay off in your bank account. Your bank account will thank you. Your bank account always thanks you for the right information. So, Wildflower, not a good negotiator. Oscar Martinez, Tim, me, Mignon, me, A-Bang, me, Boss Hall, me, Rich, me. All right, I'm asking, if you're not a good negotiator, type me in the comments. Appreciate everybody. That's being honest. Okay. So traditional car buying says you have to be. And if you're not, don't expect the same deals, don't expect the same outcomes as someone who is. We're talking Sunday about how anyone can pay less than the best negotiator without spending more than 20 minutes, because the best negotiator is in a dealership for days, if not hours. The people who are always chewing us down on prices, they paid multiple visits to the dealership. They got some type of rush out of it. Money was more important than time to them. I'm of the mindset and the lifestyle that time is, if not more important than money, is certainly equal. Can y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put time above money for everyone, but I certainly will put it as equal. Does that make sense? So the people that would come and they were the hard-nosed negotiators, they were there multiple times in the day. Multiple times. Multiple times throughout the week, the month, and sometimes they pop in twice in a day. So it is work to get those best negotiator deals. I'm gonna do better than them without being there. And I want to teach you how to do better than them without being there, without being in a dealership more than 20 minutes. So you could be the worst negotiator. What I teach will work for you. You just need to learn these 3 secrets. First secret is the six places most smart people are losing money and they don't even know it. Second is, if you can copy and paste and do 3rd grade math, this will work for you. So what does that mean, Deshaun? That means you ain't got to worry about, I got to be all skilled and lined up and trained, and I got to be all of this good credit, and I got to have, see, they want you to think that you not having perfect credit means you're not going to get a great deal, so don't even think about it. It's your mind that they want. If they get you to believe the things that you've been believing for years, you're shot. You're shot. That's why the people that listen to me, they come and they forget. We forget everything else. Nothing matters. I don't care. They're like, Deshaun, after I learn from you, nothing else matters. Because we're out of the programming. I'm pulling people out of that car business programming. You're going to see how much stuff you did that's just working against you. When you come Sunday, you will see, oh, shoot, all of that is working against me. Secret number 3 is the online spies that car dealers set up to get you to pay more. And you won't even know it. What does that mean? We're going to go very deep on all 3 of these secrets. The online spies are the not spies like the people, like spies we think. They're the people who they're watching. They're the sites that you think work for you, but they actually work for the dealer. The stuff you said, oh, I'm going to do my research here. I'm going to do my research on this site. So how are you going to do research to get a better deal on a site owned by dealers? That's because you don't know it's owned by dealers. So when I start telling y'all about these spies that y'all been using for years, that y'all think is helping y'all, but they really set up for the dealers, you gonna see. Shout out to the sharers. Tag a friend, because I guarantee you this, nobody will ever get mad at you for sharing my pages with them. Guaranteed. I'll make that commitment to everyone. So click the link in my Instagram bio, or click the link right there on the live. If you're watching the replay, click the link in my bio. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, click the link in my description and get your seat. Free class Sunday at 7 p.m. We only got 250 free seats in. All right, so let's see. I see you, Krem. I see you, Eagle. Trini, what's going on? I paid about $30K for a $13,000 car. Mignon, okay, what are you going to do different? What are you going to do different? If you're telling me, Mignon, that you paid $30K, and I know that includes your taxes, you're probably tallying up your interest. The point is you overpaid. What's up, Prime? What are you going to do different? Because just so you know, that's after-tax money. What does that mean? After-tax money means in order for you to overpay by call it $15,000, let's say after your taxes and fees, you overpaid by 8. That means you got to make $13,000 just to cover the overpayment, because you pay for cars with after-tax money. So you're $13,000. You got to look at how many hours do I need to work? What do I need to do in my life to produce $13,000? And that $13,000 isn't going to the principal of the car, isn't going to my deal and my ownership and the asset I bought. That $13,000 that I'm working for is just going to cover the mistake I made because I did not have car buying strategy. What are you going to do different? No one ever existed like me. And I say that because for the rest of the year, I'll be leading with my students. I'm not even interested anymore in really talking about what I know. I'm interested in showing y'all the people that learn from me, because they damn near just as good as me now. They damn near just as good as me. Nothing pisses me off more than teachers with no students. How are you on social media? I've been on social media since May 2021. Went to TikTok. 30 days later, I had 1 million followers. God bless me. From then on, you've been seeing people who listen to me who do well. I got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of screenshot testimonials, hundreds, more than anybody. And so when I look at the people who were there before me, who teach various subjects, and all I see is them, I don't see no students. I don't see any results from the people who are learning from you. So for the rest of the year, what y'all gonna see is it's gonna be 50-50. It's gonna be half Deshaun, and it's gonna be half the people that take action, that learn from Deshaun, showing their car deals and showing the new way and showing the results. And they was just like y'all. Some of them was sitting here on the live with me, just like y'all sitting on the live. But they said, I'm gonna take action. I'm gonna go to class. I'm gonna learn some different things. This guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I appreciate the tip about shopping around for a car loan prior to going into the dealership. I've never tried that before. Bidding. How many people are bidding for your business? That's just your finance business. Listen, y'all, on a $30,000 loan. What's up, young bear? Good to see you. Shout out to the sharers. Could everybody tag a friend? Everybody's not going to tag a friend, so I'm not even going to add. I will say, to the people who share great information, to the people who share info that they believe people could benefit from, could you hit that paper plane on Instagram, tag a friend, or share this with a friend? The difference between a 4.99 interest rate on a loan of 30 grand for 5 years and an interest rate that's 2 points higher. I'm trying to think, is it for 5 years or 6 years? Either way, just so you know, the average loan is 6 years now. It's actually going above. A lot of people are taking 84-month loans, 96-month loans. It's out of control. These are total horrible products, by the way. These are boundaries that none of us, that anyone I teach, I will never co-sign the you taking an 84 or 96-month loan. But the difference between 2 points on the interest rate is 16 to 1800 bucks. So if you go from 4.99 to 6.99, 1600 to 1800 bucks. If you go from 6.99 to 8.99, that's another 16 to 1800 bucks. That's $3,600. That's $3,600. We ain't talked about the price of the car yet. We have not talked about the price of the car yet. So when we talk about where the money is hidden, there's so many places that the money is hidden. And I don't mean just shop for your interest rate before we go car shopping. How are you shopping for your interest rate? How are you doing it? Are you just going into your bank and say, oh, let me get a pre-approval? You think the banks don't want to make money? You think, oh, you know what? I went to my bank. I went to my credit union. I know no one's beating them. Again, hope. We don't hope here. I want y'all to come out of hoping. I want y'all empowered. I want y'all knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I want you to be able to confidently break down when you make your car deal, confidently break down every step of the car deal so someone says, man, I'm never going to ask you again, did you get a great deal? How did you even do that? That's what I want. All right, let's see. I'm ready for my big purchase. Did you get your seat in class yet? Who has their seat in class? Listen, y'all. And look, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. I go where I'm appreciated, not tolerated. I'm gonna tell y'all this. God has blessed us. We got 1.5 million followers on TikTok. We got 132,000 on Facebook now, growing probably by a year ago. We had 10,000 followers on Facebook. Instagram, we're I think 120,000 right now. YouTube, we're growing very fast. We have and we never even really focused on YouTube, but we've grown by probably 10,000 subscribers on YouTube in the last month. So what I mean is I'm everywhere, but I'm not everywhere. That means when you see me, follow me, let's go. Come to where I'm leading you. I'm leading you to a better, brighter place where you're going to be making car deals confidently. But if you're going to stick around and just watch free videos and scroll through free videos and not come to dig into class, which is also free, you are going to be in trouble because it's just too many parts. I'm being straight up honest. It's too many parts to the car deal for y'all to think y'all going to watch a couple videos and go in and deal with people that's trained. There's a guy named Andy Elliott. And I see you, Purpose. There's a guy named Andy Elliott. And Andy Elliott, he trains car salespeople. He has a training called, I think it's called the Lion's Den. So I was going to train with him if I was going to stay in the business. When I was at Mercedes, the year right before the pandemic hit, I was looking for who I wanted to train with. And Andy Elliott had made $700,000 a year selling cars. And yeah, he was coming, boy. He was coming. When I tell you coming, discipline, like boot camp, practice scripts. I know everything the customer is going to say. It does not matter. I got to talk to my wife. I'm here to think. I got to think about it. This price is too high. That's not the color I want. You know what? Hey, can I sleep on it? Oh, and when you are in a situation where you've become emotionally involved with a car and attached to the product, and then someone who's highly trained, who knows everything you're going to say, starts to use their scripts against you, you can't win. That's why I'm not going to teach y'all that. I would never teach y'all to go and do battle with people who are extremely trained. But I got grandmothers killing it. Oh my goodness. And look, y'all will meet them. Y'all will meet them. Y'all see, like, I got hundreds and hundreds of people. My stuff works for everybody. Introvert, extrovert, good negotiator, bad negotiator. You can't touch my people. You can't touch it. You know who's trained by me. You know who's trained by me. Just like if I was walking in and I was walking to a car dealership and didn't know what I know, but I knew Andy, I would know somebody's trained by Andy Elliott because he's just too sharp, too quick. Very much putting me back on their agenda if I shop the way y'all been shopping. But I'm taking y'all out of that. I want y'all, whoever wants to come out of that and say, all right, yo, I don't want no parts of this. Meet me in class Sunday. Class is free. Click the link in my Instagram bio. Go grab your seat. And I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I talk big because I got big results. I told that, like, I can't sit here and shy away from it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Like I said, Deshaun is the truth. Listen, I will move heaven and earth to get people to see that they are losing. It's not your fault. You've been programmed. A multi-billion-dollar industry has programmed you to do certain things that keep them in control and keep them making big money on you. So that programming needs you're either going to step out of it now that you realize, oh, I didn't even know could be programmed. Let me come find out how I'm programmed. And let me just find out if I'm programmed. Maybe I'm not. Maybe he's lying. But let me come find out. He's making a big claim. I'm programmed. There's no way I'm going to get a great deal shopping the way I'm shopping. Maybe that's a big claim you're trying to make. But let me call you on that. Let me see if what's for real. Like, and if you come to class and you're like, nah, I ain't programmed. Like, this ain't really. But it ain't going to take you long to see, oh, shoot. They programmed us. You said, what if you don't have IG? You can click the link in the description. Click the link in the description. Let me know if you can get in the description on YouTube. And I put the link in the description. Or you can go to carsfromhomeclass.com and you can grab your seat there. All right, what's going on? I see you, email marketing. All right, you got a whole business name as your profile. Beloved, what's going on? The 177. Good to see you. Determined ED. Good to see you. Olivia, what's happening? Y'all don't talk too much on Instagram. I appreciate you, my Joe. Lives be dead. I'm gonna have to start going live consecutively on Instagram and Facebook, because Facebook people talk a lot, ask a lot of questions. You know, Instagram people just, I don't know if y'all just be scrolling and watching or listening. Same thing with TikTok. Lots of comments, lots of questions. That's the stuff I like. I like to have a dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Is it best to use a credit union loan? It's best to use whoever wins the bid for your business. And I'm getting at least 3 people to bid for my business: bank, credit unions, online lenders. And throughout the process, I'm checking to see if there's special rates from the dealership. They're going to get an opportunity. Like, everyone's bidding for every bit of my business. When I bought my Infinity truck, this is it here. Beautiful truck, $54,000 truck. I got it for $31,800. 3 years old. Beautiful Carfax. Great service history. Great title history. Great accident. No accidents. It's a special edition truck. Car Guru said it was a good deal. It was a good deal. Meanwhile, when I compared the savings from the original MSRP, it was better than any other Infiniti QX60 that they were listing as great deals. It was a bigger discount. This is one of these online spies you think work for you. This is a good deal. What made me start this? That's a great question. That's a great question. I started selling cars in 2006, and I loved the people. I loved the cars. I enjoyed cars. Hated the process. Hated the process. Think it took too long. It should not be this long. Should not be this frustrating. And every now and then I got a bad survey because the customers, oh, Deshaun was great, just took too long. And it's like, our bonuses were tied to bad surveys. Like, I'm gonna talk about how I discovered this for a little bit in class, because this didn't come to me, and like this was very, very hard to figure out. To be able to be teaching people, hundreds of people, every state, every state, every market, how to get great deals, how to get pay less than the best negotiators without spending time, and that took a lot of years to learn. But I said I'm either gonna leave the industry totally or I have to try to fix it. And I used to go to my managers and be like, listen, we could do this, we can change, we can literally like position ourselves as the best dealership in the country, and we can change our process. We'll sell a ton of cars, we'll be on the news, all this. They was like, man, it's later for that. What do we do? How would we do that? We got 500 people coming in this weekend, Deshaun. We got six. That is programming. Y'all ask when car dealers are going to change. We're going to talk about that Sunday. Listen, who got this seat? Who got this seat in class? Just type me if you got your seat in class, because I'm going to tell y'all, listen, straight up, I can't be on a live for 45 minutes, not really getting any questions and not having tons of people coming to my free class. I can't do it. I love y'all. I'll make free videos, watch the free videos. I can't do it. I got to go to where the action takers are. I see you, Tabitha. And I would tell y'all this, follow me on Facebook, follow me on TikTok. I go live there very regularly. It's just, the live platforms on. Okay, I see you, Lady Di. I see you. Okay, Tabitha, Lady Di. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, I see you, Tim. Phenomenal. I've noticed that some websites tell you how long the car has been at the dealership. How can you use this information to benefit you? About knowing the price drops. But you need to know where that car is priced in the marketplace. That car could be overpriced by $8,000. Doesn't matter if they sit there. If the car drops by $4,000, because it'll tell you price drops too. This car is dropped by $4,000. Here's the biggest thing before I jump off. When y'all are gonna learn shop. When you learn from me, you're gonna learn to shop for cars the way you shop for everything else. You're gonna see the reason why y'all cannot say you are getting the best deals, and you will quite honestly never be able to say it with confidence. I know I got the best deal, and I'm and it's really based on price. I asked somebody this the other day, by email, and she said, oh, well, I got a 3.2 interest rate. My payment's $279. So I got a good deal. You just told me about your loan and your payments. You said nothing about the car, the price you paid for the car, nothing. But when you look at the things people use to judge a deal, you are going to you're gonna see. I shop for cars like I don't like nothing else. You're gonna see when you see how you should be shopping, which is what we'll be talking about in class. You're gonna see that's how I shop for everything else. Everything else, this sounds very similar, but yet with cars, I have this unique way that I shop and I buy them and I negotiate and I leave and I hate it every time, wondering if I could have paid less. It's the way you shop. And I have to show you that contrast so you can see it and break that pattern in programming so you can see this is ridiculous. This is damn ridiculous. I'm shopping for cars in a way that guarantees I'm going to leave with buyer's remorse. Guarantees I'm going to leave wondering if I could have did better. Because I don't buy nothing else like this. Name me one expensive item that y'all shop for like a car. The way you shop for cars is the way you buy those items. House, you don't shop for cars the way you shop for houses. Jewelry, you don't shop for jewelry the way you shop for cars. You don't shop for groceries the way you shop for cars. You have a one way you buy cars, and there's nothing else in this world that you shop for like that. I'm going to get a car this weekend. 30 grand. You're going to look at stuff that has a price tag on it that says 30,000. I'm going to get a car this weekend. There's nothing else in your life that you would ever say, I'm going to start a business for 30 grand. I'm gonna do that this weekend. Invest 30 grand into a business. Hope it works. Y'all understand? You're getting a little inkling of the programming. How important is money factor in a lease deal? Very important. That's what determines if you're gonna have a good value lease or a bad value lease. Doesn't matter. The best shopping in the world, best strategies, best negotiating, everything. The dealer can give you the best price. If the lease program is bad, it's going to be a bad value lease, which means you're paying way too much for a car you're going to be giving back in 3 years. And we don't do 4-year leases because you're paying too much for a car you're giving back. I appreciate the knowledge. I got a 2021 Hyundai Kona for about $20,000. I don't know if that's a good deal, but I took it, and then I discovered your videos on Facebook, I think first, but now I'm trying to get a Q60. Okay, so did you lease that vehicle? Did you lease that vehicle, Raw Rum? Or you purchased it? Finished. Hold on, I don't know why this chat keeps going away on YouTube. I keep trying to tap the link and it's not opening. Or you can go to carsfromhomeclass.com, or it's in my bio. All right, finish the statement because I'm going through that now, giving $12,000 in dealer incentives. What does that mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Do you recommend paying cash for a car? I don't usually. And the reason is because if you measure, it depends on what you're doing with your cash. So if your cash is, all right. Who's ever heard the saying, if you can't pay cash for a car, you can't afford it, or only pay cash for cars? Who's ever heard that? Let me show you how we're losing money. Okay. And look, I swear I try to be positive. I can't be positive. I don't do that. I deal with people all day who are overpaying for cars and don't know it. How can I be positive? You know when I'll be positive? In a world where we create a different environment and most people are leaving dealerships knowing they won and knowing the ins and outs of their car deal and their transaction without wondering. So then I'll be like, yes, I'll be coming and doing videos like that. All right, so people have heard that. You can't pay cash for a car, always pay cash. So it depends on what your cash is doing. Now, the philosophy that a lot of people live by, finance-wise, is you're trying to beat inflation. If the cost of if inflation is going up by 3%, then that means your cash value, whatever your cash is going down by 3% a year. So if you can't keep up with inflation, your cash is losing value. So if you're trying to keep up with inflation, then you're hopefully putting the cash somewhere where it would at least give you some type of return. The reason why I don't believe paying cash for cars is wise on most levels is because you're not only, if you were putting your cash, if your cash just sat under the mattress, it's not keeping up with inflation. But it's also not in a negative investment. What do I mean by that? If you go back 5 years later, that cash is still there. It's worth less, but it is still there. If you put that $20,000 into a car, when you come back, the asset 5 years later, the asset that you got, hopefully it was 20,000, might not have been worth that if you don't know how to shop. The asset might have been worth 17. You paid 20 for it. Now you come back 5 years later, the asset you bought for that was worth 17, now it's worth 6. That's worth 5,000. So your 20,000 in cash is now worth 5,000. And you can't even get it out. It's not liquid. You have to sell it to get the 5. Your cash is trapped in a depreciating asset. So it's all up to what you're doing with your money. If people are investing and getting it, getting 6% even, or 8% or 10%, 15%, these people would never put their money in a car. Very rarely are they ever going to put their money in a car, because I'm going backwards. There's 3 ways to go: forward, stay still; backwards. Forward is I'm getting returns on my money. Neutral is cash under the mattress. Inflation is going up, so my cash is worth less every year. Backwards is I put it into a car. That means I lost. Okay, if I would have put the money in the market, even in a very conservative, safe mutual fund, okay, if a mutual fund has a track record of returning 10% over a year, put it in the S&P. Put it in something that just keeps up with, 10%. What could that 20 grand have been worth in 5 years? What would that 20 grand be worth in 5 years? But if it goes into the car, not only am I tying up 20 grand, I'm losing the potential interest that I would have made on the money. So these are the conversations. Why can I have these conversations? Because I sold cars to very, very intelligent people. And I ask questions. The people who listen are the ones who win. Not the people who change their behaviors, y'all. You can't sit on social media and watch videos and change your behavior, change your life. You can't watch videos about dieting and change your life. You can't watch videos about investing in the stock market and change your life. You can't watch videos about saving money on your next car purchase and change your life. All it does is make you feel like, oh, that's inspiring. You have to take the action. And when you take the action and you apply it, that's when your life changes. So I'm here to motivate and inspire y'all that you deserve it. You deserve to get better car deals. You deserve to enjoy car shopping. You deserve to leave the dealership knowing you won. If somebody asked you, if I drove up, if you pulled out the dealership with your car and I drove up, hey, did you get a great deal? And you should be able to show me your paperwork. Take a look at that paperwork. And we should be able to have a conversation about how you shopped. That will let me know. It's less about your paperwork. It's a combination. Proud to show your paperwork. That means you understand the numbers. 2 is when you tell me how you shopped, I'm gonna be like, okay, good job. You'll never wonder. But everybody else is out here, y'all wondering. Y'all hoping. 20, 30, 50,000, $100,000 purchases, hoping you got a good deal. I want that to be over for you. So click the link, go to carsfromhome.com, go to carsfromhomeclass.com, get your seat. Class is Sunday, only 250 free spots open. And so make sure you get there early. And I want y'all to learn how anybody can pay less than the best negotiator. You don't have to be special. You don't have to be super smart. If you could do 3rd grade math and and copy and paste, I can teach you how to win with cars. All right, let me see a couple more before I jet up. So buying a car versus leasing a car versus paying financial charges for the car or investing the $20,000 into some type of bond, you still need a car. Yeah, the car. You still need the car. We're just talking about the acquisition of the finances that's going to get the car. There's multiple ways to get the car. There's cash. There's leverage. So leverage of the bank's money, it's a combination. Depending on what the interest rates are, you might want to do a combination. It's a case by case basis. Some vehicles have phenomenal interest rate programs, like there's special rates. Some there's nobody can sit here and tell you how to buy a house the right way. If millions of people bought houses the wrong way, and then somebody was trying to teach y'all the right way to buy a house, they couldn't teach y'all in a live. You gotta go deeper. But yeah, there's steps of the process that as you go through, you are crossing the bases. As you go through our process, I teach my students there's a particular way you're going through each process. And whenever it's finances involved, people are bidding for your business. People are bidding in every single way. Every time. When I bought my Infiniti, multiple people bid for my loan. Multiple online marketplaces bid and show me inventory for me to find, but I knew how to cycle through each one and find and narrow it down to the best one quick and see which one had the biggest discount off the original MSRP, which none of these websites is going to show you. That means you got to learn a manual way to do that. If no website is showing you the discount from when it was new, isn't that important? Frankly, besides the history, there's nothing more important than that. If you bought a used car before in your life, there's nothing more important than the discount of what the price was when it was brand new. They're showing you prices based on market values, arbitrary numbers that the dealer makes up, either wants to be the top of the market, wants to be the best price, wants to be in the middle, wants to put a low price and then charge fake fees. And when you come in, they're going to negotiate with you. These are all arbitrary made up numbers. You know what they're not showing? The discount off of when it was new. I know when I bought my Infiniti truck, it was a 42% discount from the brand new price. So when I'm comparing all these other Infiniti trucks, I'm comparing who's the greatest discount on top of the other things. That's one step in our process. It's a process. It's not winging it. All right, y'all, I'm gonna jump off. I will see the action takers in class. If you're watching the replay, go to carsfromhomeclass.com, or you can click the link in the YouTube description. We're live on Instagram and YouTube at the same time, or you can click the link in my Instagram bio and make sure you get there early. I'll give you this answer because refinancing is on. Somebody said, what are your views on refinancing? Refinancing is when you have a good car, bad loan. Long-term car, bad loan. Long-term car, interest rates are down now and you want to get a lower rate. You're driving the car, you're keeping the car at least 8 years from the day you bought it, at least 8 years, and you're paying a higher rate than what you could get in a competitive market. You refinance, don't stretch out the loan a long time, because that's what people who give you money always want you to take longer loans, show you a lower payment, because they know most people are payment focused. So they'll say, okay, well, if you refinance and you take it 6 years again, we could drop your payment with the new interest rate down to 300. And the person's like, oh, that sounds good. And then you already paid for 2. Now you refinance the balance, stretch it out to 6. You're paying for 8 years on the car. So when you refinance, if you're keeping the car long term, you want to take the most expensive payment you can afford, and you want to pay off the car quicker. So you take if your payment budget is $450 a month, then you say, all right, if I budget around $450, how long would that loan be? They probably be at 48 months. Like, yeah, if you took, some of it might be 36 months. You might have paid for so long, 36 months will pay off the rest of the car. But do not be tempted to do what most people are going to do in that situation, which is take the lowest payment, stretch the loan out long, and then think they won when they really lost. All right. That is it. All right. I think I'm out. All right. Good evening, Professor. Thanks for helping us unlearn and relearn. God bless. My pleasure. Free class. I'm doing a free masterclass this Sunday. You just hopped on. Click the link in my YouTube description if you need a car in the next 6 months, and come learn the car shopping secrets that anyone can use. This will work for anyone. Good negotiator, bad negotiator, exotic cars, Mercedes, Lamborghinis, does not matter. Pre-owned cars, if you're buying pre-owned cars, leasing cars, there's 3 secrets that will allow you to pay less than the best negotiator. And you will never spend more than 20 minutes in a dealership. I never spend more than 20 minutes in a dealership. Never. I posted a video when I got this Infiniti truck back in December, and I had the car salesman next to me. I said, besides the test drive, how long was me and my wife here? He said 20, 25 minutes. Exactly. So, and I just told y'all the numbers. See, that's what I want from y'all. You see how I go over my numbers? See how I'm talking about see how detailed my breakdown of my Infiniti QX60 deal was? I didn't say, hey, well, you don't even know what my car payment is. That doesn't matter. But when I talk to you about the numbers that are on this truck, you can see, shoot, that's a great deal compared to the market, compared to everything. When they would say, like, I broke down the deal and why it was a great deal. When I came in and got that truck, I knew 31,800. All the other 31, 32, 34, $33,000 trucks, they had a $46,000 MSRP, 48,000, 51,000 MSRP. That means they don't have as much stuff as this one has in it. When I pulled the window sticker on this one, that's another secret. I pulled the window sticker, I saw all the original equipment. I saw it's a 54,000 and change truck, special edition truck, got all types of features, drives itself. And so when I see, 31.8, and again, Car Gurus says this is a good deal. Meanwhile, the 32,000, they say is a great deal. But when I pull the original MSRP of that, it's 48,000. So would you rather buy a $48,000 truck for 32? I'm sorry, for 31 because the price was lower? Would you rather buy a $48,000 truck for 31 or a $54,000 truck for 32? Or for 31 and change? 31.8 is what I paid for this. These algorithm sites will lead y'all to think, Car Guru said I got a great deal. No, if I'd have listened to them, I'd have never pulled away with this. So, all right, y'all, I'm tired. I'm about to go in. Listen, y'all see where the links are, carsfromhomeclass.com. I will see y'all in class Sunday. Make sure you get there early.